everyone. Welcome back to Poets and Quants' Must Reads, a quick, digestible recap of the top business school news sponsored by Center Court, our virtual admission events. I'm your host, Christy Blyzeffer, and I'll be highlighting the most important P&Q stories you might have missed. So let's get to it. Number 1, LinkedIn's debut MBA ranking. Shrewd concept, botched execution. LinkedIn this week released its inaugural top MBA programs of 2023, which ranked the best 50 American business schools for career growth. Call it a missed opportunity, a good idea that squanders its credibility by overlooking the most fundamental part of any comparison: transparency. The methodology didn't include any weights for each measure, nor did LinkedIn supply any underlying data alongside the ranking. In other words, they leave it up to their readers' imagination on how business schools ranked where they did. This lack of transparency only raises questions about how trustworthy the ranking really is. That said, the ranking still provided a list that fits with conventional wisdom, based on their own data of career outcomes, promotion potential, and more. You can find the full list in our rankings tab. Number 2. A prominent Harvard Business School alum attacks university over failure to address anti-Semitism on campus. A highly prominent and deeply engaged Harvard Business School alum says he has lost confidence in university president Claudine Gay to effectively lead the university in the wake of a surge of anti-Semitism on campus. In a scathing letter to President Gay, Bill Ackman, a 1992 MBA and member of the Dean's Advisory Board at Harvard Business School, said that the situation at Harvard is dire and getting worse, much worse than he had realized. Among other things, Ackman cited an attack on a Harvard Business School student on October 18th after a pro-Palestinian demonstration crossed from Cambridge to the HBS campus. You can read the full letter now and other details in our news tab. Number 3. Ranking the world's best MBA programs for entrepreneurship. For the 5th year in a row, Olin Business School at Washington University in St. Louis has finished number 1 in our ranking of the world's best MBA programs for entrepreneurship. In fact, Olin has topped the list every year we've done the ranking, starting with our 2020 issue. Our annual ranking of MBA entrepreneurship programs dropped last week. As part of the package, we published how every school scored in each of our 16 metrics. Our methodology is designed to measure how resources are allocated to individual students, and each of the schools in the ranking are entrepreneurial gems. We invite you to take a seat with this package and pore over the data. It is featured now on our homepage. Number 4, our weekly roundup of news you can use. No matter where you are in your MBA journey, we bring several helpful stories for you this week. First up, you've been interviewed. Now what? In this story from Fortuna Admissions, authors outline what candidates should do following that all-important face-to-face. You can find it on our homepage. Next, this teacher took the new GMAT and scored a 755. Here's what he thinks of the test. This story, in our GMAT GRE tab, offers insights from a Manhattan Prep teacher on the evolution of the exam and what students can expect. And finally, 4 must-knows about your HBS interview. This story from Gatehouse Admission helps you be one of the 50% of interviewed candidates to actually become a Harvard MBA. You can find it in our admissions hub. And that's it for this week's Must Reads recap. I also want to alert school seekers out there to our events tab from our main menu. There you'll find all the upcoming admission events for a range of degrees and programs, including full-time and online MBAs, specialized masters, entrepreneurship, and more. Registration is free. Again, I'm Christy Blyzeffer, and you can join me next week right here for a recap of what's important in the world of business education. Thanks for listening, and as always, stay informed.